Hey guys, what's going on? So today we have a more of a little fun kind of video. We're going over the best APC skins in the game. So I released a video of the best base skins in the game. It's on my channel. You can just go and find that if you're looking for the base skins version. I'll leave it in the description. But this is the best APCs in the game. APC skins, rather, in the game. The first thing I want to note, though, before we get into this video, you don't need APC skins or base skins. I can't stress that enough. I see people who, are spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on these skins when they don't even have all the maxed heroes. Not all, but they don't have maxed heroes. They don't even have a Baneblade set. Focus on those before you focus on the skins. The skins give you little value, but that's all. Just a little PSA for you guys is skins should be like the last thing you concern yourself with. Alright, so after that introduction where I basically said this video is useless because skins are useless, let's get right into it. It's not entirely true. I'm just saying, if you don't have a Baneblade set and you're spending hundreds of dollars on skin packs, that's not the avenue that I would go. I mean, obviously you can play the game as you want, you can spend your money as you want. I'm just letting you know that you're gaining like with Baneblade set, for example, over a regular Phantom set, you're gaining thousands of percentage points. With skin gets you like +4. Anyway, let's jump into it. So the top 5 APC skins in the game. Well, I'm going to start it off in no particular order. We're just getting the regular 5 because it's a little bit hard to order these. I'm starting out with Gear Snail because this one needs an explanation. Gear Snail is a great option, and people are probably going to, get into a fit about this one, but I will explain why. So, Gear Snail, you're getting 5% troop might. That is a lot of troop might. That's actually the most troop might you can get. Might is essentially one of, if not the best single statistics you can get in the game. At least out of the stats you can get from APC skins. So it has more regular might than Mammoth chariot, which gives you +4. Obviously, 1 is not a huge deal, and the thing that a lot of people see is the -3% marching speed. Now, -3% marching speed in like kill events and launch centers and everything like that is literally meaningless. You're going to be spamming speed ups anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. In Eden, it might make a difference. Maybe you need to get there on time. Like you need to get to that tile, for example, before someone else does. The 3% could matter quite significantly. And in that case, if you have nothing else, then just unequip it. But pretty much everybody has a celebration messenger, at least currently. If you're new to the game, you might not have this, but a lot of players are going to have this. So I wouldn't really concern yourself with racing for tiles. Just use celebration messenger. So in any case, Gear Snail also has an added benefit, a huge benefit that I should probably talk about because I see very few people actually using this, except for some of the really highly competitive folks. And I'm going to showcase it with the Atom 1 APC skin, which you don't need, but it's just easier to show you. So what Atom 1 gives you is +3% troop might and +3% marching speed. So I'll come back to that in a minute. So let me kind of share how this Gear Snail thing is really, really effective. So if we go to a base here, I'll show an ally in state, let's say right here. So if I'm going to reinforce this ally, my APC that has the Gear Snail, which is my first APC, it's going to take 5 minutes and 8 seconds. My APC that has the Atom 1 APC is going to take 5 minutes and 1 second. And then the 2 that have no marching speed influence at all are going to take 5 minutes and 5 seconds. So, you're gaining you're losing 3 seconds, which, I guess it could matter in Eden in tile situations. But it's very, very effective because what you can do is you can make it so you have 3 APCs arrive at the exact same time when you're hitting an enemy base. And if you do it properly, if you use vehicles and things like that, you can have all 4 of your APCs hit at exactly the same time. If you watch my latest live stream, I actually do it where I make it so all 4 APCs hit a base at literally the exact same second. It's the best way and kind of one of the only ways to attack, to kill max bases, is to attack with multiple APCs at the same time. I didn't kill them, but that's besides the point. So basically you send out your slowest march first. So this 5 minute and 8 second march, I would send this out immediately. Like, this is my first one. Then you have a regular march, which is 5 minutes and 5 seconds. So then I would send this march. And then I would send the Atom 1 APC if you have it. If you don't, it's not a big deal. Then you send your 4th APC would be 3 vehicles. And so you just time it up so that it's exactly at the same second. So for example, this is 5 minutes and 1 second, right? So I would send my I would send the attack, and it's very, very simple to time it because you go back to attack mode. You just look at your second APC, and then whenever this APC, it'll have the marching time. Whenever this APC with the marching time reaches 5:01, you just send it right then. So it's very, very easy to time because you don't have to count in your head. You can just use the timer on the first APC. So that's kind of a trick. You can do it where you can just use, if you have, let's say you want to send 2 vehicles and 2 regular, you just put on 2 snails, one on the mixed troops, one on a vehicle squad, and then you have a regular APC or a different APC without march, without snail, on a mixed APC and on a vehicle squad, and you'll hit all 4 at the same time. So use that trick if you want. I mean, it's pretty try hard for like nominal benefits, but I mean, it's actually pretty significant benefits. Attacking a base with 4 APCs at the exact same time is very, very, very valuable. So Gear Snail, not only does it have the most troop might, it has the extra advantage of hitting the same base 4 times instead of 2. Normally people do 2. They'll send a mixed APC and a vehicle APC. That's very good to do, but you can do better if you have the snail. So enough about the snail. Otherwise there's going to be a 45-minute video just talking about the Gear Snail. Anyway, great APC skin. If these were in order, Gear Snail is probably number 1, which is interesting to say. It just really does give you the most. However, I almost never ever use the Gear Snail, so keep that in mind. The next option for very, very good APC skin is the Mammoth Chariot. So again, you're getting that troop might plus 4%, and there are no negatives. You're just gaining troop might. It's just a great option. Troop might, like I said, is very, very important. So just take it. Generally, and you can just use this really with any combo. You can also use this against tiles. It's a really good option for tiles. You can honestly use the Gear Snail for tiles as well. It's slightly better. But generally for tiles, you can use this Doomsday Might skin if you have it. The plus 5% is going to be you're going to deal the same exact amount of damage to tiles as you would with the Gear Snail and more damage than the Mammoth Chariot. But I'm just saying it exists. So in like an LC battle, for example, Mammoth Chariot is not a bad option. Or rather, it's a good option. A lot of people run Heavenly Dragon. I don't really know why that many people run Heavenly Dragon. It's not a great option, so I just want to give it a dishonorable mention is stop running Heavenly Dragon. I see way too much Heavenly Dragon. So far we have the Gear Snail, we have the Mammoth Chariot. This is basically a free option, so I'm not considering the Celebration Messenger, but I would if it wasn't a free option. Then we have the Blessing Lantern, which is basically the exact same as the Atom APC, except you get resistance instead of might, but it doesn't really matter. So we're left with basically the Sol Beetle, the Heavenly Dragon, which I already said is just a worse option than Mammoth Chariot and Gear Snail. The third best APC skin in the game, in my opinion, is the Atom 1. So the Atom 1, like I was explaining it with the Gear Snail, allows you to attack bases at the exact same time, which is a great benefit. Again, you can get all 4 without it if you just do 2 mixed, 2 vehicle, but you can hit 3 mixed APCs at the exact same time with the Atom 1 APC skin. So it's very strong. Other than that, just in normal gameplay, it's just going to give you decent, 3% might, which is always good, and then 3% marching speed is good in, especially for LC, because you can't really speed it up. You can do 1 speed up if you're marching to the LC. So this 3% is it exists, at least it's there. Other than that, we have Saul Beetle, which gives tactical resistance +4. We have Jack-o'-lantern, which gives fighter resistance +5. Generally, these are not going to be the best options, so there's quite a few that are very specific. They're not going to be great options. Like I said, the Blessing Lantern gives you +3. Troop resistance is +3 marching speed. This is going to be the better option. I just don't have it unlocked, so I couldn't show it initially. That's going to come out as number 4. In my opinion, Troop might is going to be a little bit better just because generally if you're attacking, you're going to be using like a high damage combo, whereas you're going to leave your defense combo maybe in your defense queue or just on your base. You're probably going to, usually you're attacking with a combo that wants might. So that's, yeah, just saying. I would take the Atom APC over the Blessing Lantern. And then apart from that, you have a bunch of options. Like I said, the Crimson Hawk is the best tiling option, so I would consider it. And you can buy this one third party. So Crimson Hawk comes in as the 5th best APC skin in the game. It's really only relevant for tiles, or for Doomsday rather. So if you're like attacking a base, for example, it's not going to do anything. But yeah. It's still a really good option, and it's very important for tiles to have to capitalize on as much might as possible, so it's definitely an option. So there we go. Mainly, if you need one base skin, if I was going to recommend one APC skin, I keep saying base skin, if I was to recommend one APC skin, I'm not even kidding, I would recommend the Gear Snail. If you hate the idea of the Gear Snail, I would recommend the Mammoth Chariot or the Atom 1. The Blessing Lantern is a great option as well. And then finally, if you weren't able to unlock the Crimson Hawk is going to be a good option for Doomsday. So that's about it on the best APC skins. This is strictly, obviously, as I haven't talked about graphics at all, strictly based on capabilities in battle or in the game. As far as if you're curious, as far as what my favorite looking APC skin is in the game, I actually really like the Saul Beetle. I think the Saul Beetle looks very nice. I think they did a good job, and it's fluid. But it'll probably go to the ice cream truck because I love ice cream. So let me know your guys' favorite APC skin by looks and by abilities. And if you learned something new about this Gear Snail Atom 1 kind of attacking all 4 at the same time, type in #snail in the comments. I would love to know because I literally see very few people running this. It might just be because they're too lazy. Like me, oftentimes I don't because it's just a lot of work for like 1% might. But the option is there. So #snail if you just learned that in this video. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hopefully it was fun. Hopefully you enjoyed. It's not as serious. These APC skins aren't super uber important. So that's about it. I will catch you guys soon. Hopefully you're having fun. Hopefully you're staying healthy and enjoying yourselves. Stay safe out there, folks. Eat your pizza. A pizza a day keeps the doctor at bay. I will catch you guys soon. Peace.
I just wanna be home. Feel like I'm all alone and I need to do it on my own, yeah. Wake up, early mornings, late nights, hopping on a different flight. What's the meaning of life, ayy? Wake up, same-ish, different day. Make a wish, call it pray. Am I sick, am I okay, ayy? Stay up